5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Hello, welcome back. There is one more series happening here for the European qualifiers for Group B, and that is OG taking on the Real Deal. Oh, you just saw the Real Deal?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're good. OD Pixel, Lizard, Shiver, and you. And we're going to have, hopefully, a great series, because the Real Deal didn't really look like they were tested previous series.
No, I think Alliance had a rough day at the office today. I think they can do better. They think, everyone thinks they can do better. And they got another day, you know, it's not all over. They're not out of the qualifiers. But they need to go back to the drawing board, really look at those games and, you know, see what for them feels like the problem.
They can definitely do better.
They can definitely. We've seen them do better as they start. It was just a pretty bad day for them. Yeah. And, you know, it's a short also, you know, the Real Deal, they're looking really hot and stuff, but it's not even like those games were close. Like Alliance, just Lizard said, they shot their foots with the draft, and it was a tough one. So I expect, as I said, I don't count Alliance totally out of it. I expect that they will be able to pick it up over the rest of the days of this qualifiers, but yeah, the Real Deal, I think they're the ones to watch, and this series, we're going to see them sort of take the next test. They were able to take a game out for Liquid, and Liquid with a team that 2-0'd OG, so this series should be close, and don't write the Real Deal out of it, even though OG are TI winners. The Real Deal have EGM, and he's one of the original TI winners.
And they go with that tiny.
So let's see what they can do.
Let's see.
Yeah, that tiny that'll be a hero to look out for.
And let's see if OG do some fun stuff.
You know what is interesting? We've obviously seen the Real Deal. Once we see OG, they haven't really gone for the same strats. Like every game we've seen them go for is different.
Yeah, they're pretty versatile.
Very, but on both sides as well. However, speaking, we did see Nature's Prophet on the side of OG before. That was a what was it? Was it a Jarek's Prophet?
Monkey King.
Monkey
No,
King.
it was a No-Tail Prophet. No-Tail Prophet.
No-Tail Prophet and Monkey on Jerax as well.
Yeah.
We saw Monkey on Jerax. I wonder if you're gonna see it on.
Probably Jerax.
Thompson. Yeah. We have seen it on Jerax before. We have also seen Thompson on Monkey King. Obviously not today, but I like that OG ban out the Shadow Demon as a respect for Mapushka.
Yeah. They had some clutch saves at the end of that game. I mean, it was a game that looked like they were winning anyway, but it certainly helped them shut it down and finish with the way that he saved
Especially considering they're the ones that picked Shadow Demon in one of those games and did so well with it.
Yeah.
And now they banned out. No. Very interesting. Still, though, they open up the draft with Prophet and Monkey King. Basically, they opened up with something that's so ambiguous. Like you can't say for sure which lanes they're going. Yeah, No-Tail played Prophet, but Seb can play it just as much.
Is it Jakira?
Jakira.
Where have we put this? Safe lane?
Safe lane, yeah. Safe lane position 5, Jakiro.
Pretty nice. Good against the old Monkey King and the Prophet. Chop down those trees with the ult. Kaboom. Macro pie your backside. It's nice.
Normally, do you want Jakiro together with something like a combination that sets up? Or is Tiny enough for that? Because Darkseer is banned.
I mean, you can, but it's not really your main concern. If you have something like Darkseer or Void with Chronosphere or something like that, that's great. But Jakiro on his own is definitely a strong hero. You have those ice pads that you can hit. There's a backswing, but it's not that problematic. Yeah, overall, it's a strong position 5. A tanky hero on that safe lane.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Boschka most likely going to be playing it as that 5.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. So far, yeah, some Jerry Tiny. Probably the most likely, unless they do decide to upgrade it to a core role this game. The Real Deal, but unlikely seeing if they did pick it up first. The respect there for Ping Vinchek's Timber.
Yes.
As,
they've got game, man.
And they've got a Prophet and a Monkey King. 2 heroes that, again, the lane as such is nice, but
these trees.
They value their trees.
Yeah, they value the trees. Monkey can be problematic for Timber to deal with early on.
Yeah.
definitely a respect ban, I believe, as he did very well that last match.
Talking about respect, but his OD, of course, is still there. So OD very much a likelihood, I think, as this draft goes on for the real deal.
Either going to be banned or picked, most likely. And they banned an Ember Spirit out, alright.
RTW played it earlier?
Yeah, something that they played. They didn't touch the Terrorblade, though.
No, Terrorblade's still in. And what else did we see RTW play?
His Terrorblade and Jakiro were really good.
Is Ember good specifically against like one hero?
He's really good versus Terrorblade, but we haven't really seen him in... I don't think in that game he was even against the Terrorblade, right? He wasn't.
ILTW? No, he was a Juggernaut against the Terrorblade.
Yeah. He was the Jug against TB, which is not as good, but it's alright.
He fell off
almost won that, He falls off, definitely, though.
It really did seem like the itemization for RTW, he struggled at the late game, which is hard, playing against Miracle, that was the game where he comes out with his data list. It's like, as a Jug, what do you do? There were so many things that you needed to get, and it was all sort of panic apparent. And
it's not only his item build that mattered, it's just the team composition in general. They go with the lifesteal, alright? The hero that's decent versus the tiny on the lane. You
doesn't care about these two heroes that have been picked so far.
Yeah, so far, exactly.
I thought Terrorblade was good against Lifestealer.
He is.
It is, it's still there.
Why can't they just pick Terrorblade?
They may just do so.
Why wouldn't they ban Terrorblade? Maybe it's a trap.
Maybe it's a...
I don't know, it feels like a bad trap if the trap is letting your opponents pick a Terrorblade. Like, it's just so scary,
Definitely not optimal to let them pick that Terrorblade up, especially now that you have Lifestealer. Those two heroes as well. Nature's Prophet is really bad versus Terrorblade overall on the lane, as he has 12 armor early on.
Yeah, you just can't harass him.
Exactly, those little treants of yours.
And you got such sort of good attack animation as well. It's hard to sort of contest the CS, which sometimes in Nature's Prophet's have a good strength. He's got quite a hefty right click, but as a Terrorblade in lane, you shouldn't suffer in terms of getting the CS before his hits land. But we'll see. I mean, it seems like the obvious one. It seems like a strong one. But maybe the real deal have their own idea and don't want to just go for the Terrorblade. Maybe they do feel that OGR is trying to bait them in and they've got answers down the line. They're not going to pick it for now. They're going to go with the Doom. Which, you can imagine that's going to be what Shashlo playing on the offlane.
Well, this is... I don't know, a little bit interesting to me, because in the last series, the real deal, when it comes to their draft, they successfully counterpicked Alliance in every step when it comes to the laning stage, and right now I don't see it. Like Doom versus Lifestealer, Tiny versus Lifestealer, and both of these heroes versus Monkey King do not do very well in the laning stage, at least.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think it's going to be a little bit different now when it comes to that. I don't know. We've seen them when they really roll out of their laning stage, like with full force, right? When they convincingly win it, and then they just continue snowballing, and that's worked out.
Previous game, they didn't really.
They did. They somewhat did. The mid was fine.
Yeah,
your safe lane Timber got everything he needed. The Darkseer had everything he needed as well. So you had a good laning stage. In this game, it doesn't have to be that way. Doom versus Lifestealer, you can just put Nike alone. Same goes for Tiny versus him.
Ooh, a bit of a different one here for OG. Slardar's out.
I was actually waiting for this to happen because
Slardar Lifestealer.
Exactly, it made no sense. Slardar was picked all the time.
And there it is.
Nice. Was
Terrorblade, what a surprise.
But they were never together. Now, Terrorblade is good. Yeah. Definitely. But at the same time...
you got the Slardar to help with the arm.
You have the Slardar plus Lifestealer. If they jump you, they can permabash you and kill you before you even have any chance to sunder.
They also insta-picked the Terrorblade, making me think maybe they didn't think about the impact that the Slardar would have.
That would be there.
Maybe. Well, it's definitely a possibility. I mean, I think one thing for sure you can say is...
Lifestealer is over here.
Is that I think this was OG's plan. They let the Terrorblade stay in the pool. They let them pick it. OG feel that they've got a plan to deal with the Terrorblade in this meta, and this Slardar Lifestealer might just be that.
Oh, definitely. You have 2 bashes now that are guaranteed from Slardar. You just have to pre-charge the 3 bash thing. You jump on the Terrorblade, you hit him with that, you stun him. If Nyx is inside of you, he pops out.
I mean, it's strong because at the moment there's no save, you know, because you jump out with his knights, he rages. None of these other heroes are going to stop him from chomping down on the target that you jumped on. You got nothing through that magic immunity. The Doom, but
they ban out the Dazzle, but what I think would be a good save, perhaps for the real deal, is an OD. Hero that they unless it's tiny mid. Pingvinchik is actually a pretty decent tiny.
That's one of
he loves that. Yeah, it's one of his heroes too.
Okay.
So you could put that tiny mid and make a curveball, or you can go for something more casual for that OD. You put him on mid. If they do jump anyone around you, you imprison him. But who's gonna save you? That's the question.
That's true.
That's
true. And so with OG's lineup anyway, the Monkey King in this sort of 4 heroes so far, it could still be Jerax and it could still be Topson, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Depends what they pick up as the 5th.
You know,
I think it's Slardar offlane though.
It'll be Seb Slardar.
Yeah, you put the Slardar offlane because you want him to have that Vlad's fast blink, as you will be able to work across the map with it. And you put the Nature's Prophet either on mid or on 5.
And maybe this game, if it is going to, if they do say this time around the Topson Monkey King, you could look at options such as maybe the Tusk for Jerax. Then you have a save, someone gets doomed, he's in there with the ball. You have that lane where you can really get in their faces as a Tusk Slardar.
How about, call me if I'm crazy, no.
I mean, this is no surprise for the real
It's simple, yeah. It's simple, it's what they like, and it's also what serves the purpose.
Yeah.
What's the OD yet?
Now the question is how does OG reply to this?
I mean, as we say, you know,
Pugna Bandit is alright, so they don't reply with the Pugna.
OG, they knew about this. Like, I think we saw that there was obvious they're going to pick TB and OD. I think OG must have been. They've got a plan. They feel that they have a plan for the TB OD. They didn't ban him. It was pretty clear that the real deal was going to take him. So we'll see with his 5th pick what that exact full plan is.
Yeah, because look at their draft. Like, you can't really tell where they're going, right? Like, you can assume that the Prophet sniper. Right. Very old school counter. Very old school counter to the OD.
This is OG saying we don't care if you play Terrorblade and OD. We've got a plan, and we're going to see if they've got the answer. Have OG got an answer to this meta? That is the question. Will this be successful in defeating TB and OD?
Sniper did not win versus OD in the last few games I've watched on the professional scene, obviously.
Yep.
Because, it's a strong hero, but it's just not in the meta. It's not as strong as OD, and OD eventually does more, even though you crush him on the lane, pretty much. So.
Does that mean that you're predicting the real deal to take this game?
No.
All right.
I think the real deal is the real deal.
Yeah.
They've been really good today.
But
took a game off of Liquid as well. I'm still gonna go with OG. I'm lacking points, and this is basically a cowardly move.
I think you made a smart move because I'd agree with you. I'd go with OG as well. I do think the Sniper versus OD. Sure, we saw it mess up once, but it really should be one-sided. Like, I do believe that we could see the Sniper trash the OD mid. Hey, maybe they move the lanes around like we saw them do to get better matchups.
But there's no better matchup.
No, yeah, sure. Who do you put there instead? It's hard. There's not really anyone else to do it. But yeah, I'd go with OG as well. And I do like the thought process between this Lifestealer Slardar. It was incredibly strong in the past, and I think it can be incredibly strong again with the way that Lifestealer's been buffed up. This can work.
I'll follow you guys. I'm not prepared to risk it for the real deal.
We'll see.
We doubted them versus the Lions.
And we were totally wrong. They trashed the Lions.
But then, the game after we did predict them to win, so, we just have to see it first. We have to be convinced. Let's see if the real deal can convince us that they can do well against OG. Kind of think OG seemed comfortable with this. They knew that if we knew Terrorblade and OD were going to pick
they absolutely let them pick Terrorblade and OD. They were like, pick it. They were absolutely like, pick it. We've got a plan, and we're about to win this if this plan works. If it does, we may see more teams follow suit. If OG can sort of crack the code and have got an answer for Terrorblade and OD in this patch, other teams are certainly going to start taking a page out of their book. So let's see what they can do, and if the end of the Terrorblade OD reign during this patch has arisen. This should be a good one. OG versus the real deal. Both teams that have had fantastic performances today. Sure, OG struggled against Liquid, but other than that, some of the games they've had have been spectacular. And the real deal, the shining stars really so far of this qualifiers in terms of surprises. and definite one-sided matches, as that series against Alliance will have been something that will certainly fill the team of the Real Deal with a lot of confidence and in their lineup and in their approach to the game.
For sure.
30 seconds.
Shackle of Doom, Jerry Tiny. All right.
Pretty much everything as we expected in the heroes that have played. And of course, again, he's done it once today, but Jarex once more on the roaming Monkey King.
No till profit again.
We haven't seen ILTW yet today on the live stealer. So
Why is the Real Deal not even trying to take the top rune? They're gonna have only one rune at this stage. Yeah, one rune.
They were worried, they were maybe hiding their lanes or something like that, I don't know. They want to lane the third blade versus the Prophet, I suppose. So they send Excalibur on that bottom lane, where treants aren't gonna be very important.
Hello, where's the Monkey King?
Where's the
Oh, he was.
Where's the courier?
What?
He was the courier.
He was impatient. Maybe the guy. Okay.
He's just gonna port back, I suppose, or go top.
He's just casually walking,
Yeah.
It's fine. I thought maybe he was gonna, I don't know, place a ward, but... And then No-Tail would snipe it later, but no, can do.
We'll see Jarex head up to this top lane. This is the target that he wants to harass. It's very easy to get the Jingu Mastery up once he's hits that level 2 against the solo lane Doom.
It's really good that they dodged the lane at least. You don't want to lane the Doom versus Nike, so in that aspect they've done well. And No-Tail actually here, if they get the good blocks, honestly, he's blocking himself.
Yeah, he is there. Treant's causing some issues. They pass it back, and with the Metamorphosis,
he's dead.
Will be first blood for Excalibur.
Yep.
Great way to start himself on this aggressive tri-lane. They've got the preference.
Didn't really look like they had that kill, but with proper blocks, another toss. Easy. Sab taking a lot of damage here.
Yeah.
Oh, that creep, that heal. That healing creep is just bad.
Oh, with the jump forward, the tower is doing its work though.
Yeah, Sab has a salvo, so gonna pop it.
Let's see, Sniper versus OD. Sniper is doing a bit better right now.
Yeah, I mean, it should be a matchup that the Sniper wins in.
Yep, Sniper definitely wins that. And he's gonna get 2 raid bans soon, then 3 raid bans, and then OD is just completely destroyed.
Well, you said he did have the chance to catch up later on, right?
No, I think there was a game where we saw the OD do
my bad.
But yeah, so like 9 times out of 10, Sniper will just beat the OD in a 1v1. If the players are equal skill. Oh, and in fact, mid lane, Jarex trying to dive for this, gives the vision, and they got him.
The push got coming
guys here 100%.
Yeah.
But I think he's fine with that.
Oh, and they actually lost the reigning courier. Wait, was that diving the tower to get to him?
Yeah, it was.
Oh no, they weren't watching the courier.
And Jerry dies here too.
Right, so OG actually made a little mistake there with the courier.
Yeah.
Especially as he's not gonna get his raid band now on the...
Oh, and top. Yep.
Seb was able to solo kill him.
Everybody at the same time. Seb is also gonna take a dive here intentionally.
Yeah, getting himself back to base, nose around to get XP, and he knows the Doom's going to come back in with full HP and mana. He wants to make sure he can match that, so he can potentially set up to try and solo kill him again. I mean, Seb getting the solo kill there is pretty huge.
Ooh, rotation time. A Tiny and a Jakiro.
Yeah, they definitely need to help this OD out, and this is a good way.
Toss him back in. And that should be... Oh, Jerry's gotta be careful.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
There's that after this.
He got it.
Alright, so this is really good as he does not have a port. So he's gonna have to run back mid, and that's time and space for this OD to get some last hits.
And also time and space for No-Tail to get some experience.
Easy. Exactly what he was waiting for. He didn't need to port while Sniper was dying. Why do that when you can get experience?
Exactly. I like that the Real Deal is nice and active on the lanes. They have, of course, been slightly counterpicked with that sniper, so they are trying to get their advantage wherever they
Yeah,
can.
I mean, they're making good work with it. The fact that the CS is now even and they're getting those kills on the sniper it's going to propel this OD into a happy place, and we've seen what they've been able to do with a farmed OD before. And it is OD and Terrorblade in this current patch. These are very strong core heroes. If OG don't keep tabs on them, they will win the game. These heroes will outcarry that OG's presenting. But obviously still early days, and Seb and RTW still finding perfect farm on the side lanes. Bit of pressure on the bottom lane, but Jarex is there to make sure that no sort of dive comes in. And it is during, again, the Metamorphosis, so that sort of rough bit of time for anyone farming against the Terrorblade. Jarex trying to scare them off as the rune does spawn, but will not be able to force them away, so the Real Deal get themselves the 2 runes down bottom. Looks like Seb will be able to get the 2 runes up top there.
Yep. Building into power treads, actually, not into phase boots like we've seen on many Slardars recently. I think the change to the secret side shop as well, and the change to the phase boots is did that.
They saw Jarex.
Jarex.
This Terrorblade is doing quite good.
Yeah, they're both farming down here.
Yeah.
Him and RTW.
Which lane is gonna make the difference here? Or is it just the supports? Oh, Pushka.
I think the lane that
blocked.
makes the difference. Wait, let's do this.
Yeah.
There's no passive on the
Yeah, but he's got the boundless, so it should do it.
box are just way too good.
Nice.
This is the lane that makes the difference. I think Seb, he's having a good time, and as soon as he gets that level 6, this Doom has. He's gonna have so many problems in this lane actually, even though he has Devour to work with, he's gonna find farm.
Yeah.
Seb is just gonna destroy him.
Yeah, with the 6 he can outplay and get the solo kill again.
With Amplify, you can definitely
courier?
follow him.
Yeah.
Getting 4 to 5.
Oh, mid lane. Bit of a dive coming in onto Topson, but Jarex is going to be there. Pingvin checkpoint dive any further.
The difference between Doom and Slardar is not that big. That's like 6 last hits.
Yeah, I mean, it is like. But Seb also has to be careful now that the Doom's online.
Yeah, both are level 6. Jerry is still level 2. Unfortunate for him. But he's just been giving a lot of experience to Excalibur and walking around. And Excalibur is keeping up with levels with ILTW.
Yeah, very, very close and even laning stage.
Yeah. Does that favor anybody? Like, is there one team that should be doing more? Or getting ahead?
I mean, when you look at the draft, you expect OG to do a bit better in laning stage. You countered the OD with the sniper. You have the Lifestealer versus Doom, but you didn't manage to lane them properly. However, at the same time, Seb is doing quite fine. This Shocker is dead right here. He's gone.
Amplify out. Cross just set up the first boundless there to buy time for the second bash to come in, and there we have it.
He actually lived a lot longer than I expected, but obviously he still dies.
RTW has got that Midas going, yeah.
A few minutes later than in the last time, but it's still good timing. Yeah.
His bottom tower is under attack.
OD is doing quite fine on mid, by the way. It's not like he got crushed.
No, not at all.
He is 400, more or less, gold behind the sniper, but it's not really a big deal.
Down bottom, RTW trying to have a bit of a go onto Excalibur. If they can get some body blocks out with the Treants.
Oh, OD is actually also in a lot of trouble middle. Jarex came in there and helped get the kill.
Hey, nice aggressive tip there as well from Topson.
Yeah, Jerry used to teleport for that. He was behind the tower waiting for a gank, but he had to teleport to the tier 1 tower and then still wasn't able to help his buddy.
Yep, it was the tiny Jerry that went behind, tried to go for that kill first, but Topson realized it, moved in the different direction, baited the OD alone, because Jerry was kind of trying to rotate behind, as you said, and just failed.
Now Jarex is creating a lot of havoc on the map. You can also see, out of the 4 supports, he is doing quite a bit better than the rest, than his counterparts.
And definitely the biggest offset on the map at the moment being that top lane. The fact that Seb has that little bit of a lead against Shashlo because he's just been able to outplay him a little bit in this 1v1.
He can purge it off from now on, I believe, with that little creep that he's got. He can purge off the amplified damage. Should be able to at least.
Once again, Jax eyes around the mid lane.
Oh, courier.
Right for it, no tails there as well. They'll actually look for the kill instead as Maposhka gets jumped upon. Jingu's built up. Excalibur will turn towards no tail, but a quick TP out will keep him safe. Mid lane, balance strike actually off the mark, so Maposhka will live.
Yep.
If that balance strike hit, along with the assassinate, he would have been dead.
Very uncharacteristic for Jax to miss, but it happens.
Yep. Let's see. Is it 2 for 2 in the runes? Looks like it.
Jerry is now up there top to maybe see if they can help find a kill at the same time that Jerax is around.
Yeah.
Seb getting the Chorus of Haze out, putting off Jerry from sticking around to try any further action as he's simply going to TP back down bottom. As with the meta back up, they'll try and head into RTW, simply jump in the siege creep and sit on his own for a while as he is alone. There's no other members of OG around helping him on that bottom lane for now. His top lane, Seb will move in with the help of Jax. Shashlo in a lot of trouble, a world of pain. As again, the duo make quick work of the Doom with heavy minus armor.
And LTW just rotated top because up against a Terrorblade that is Metamorphosis, he can't lane. He's now laning top, taking over.
That's definitely better. He definitely needs to dodge that lane. He needs to just freely farm his radiance that he's building.
See down bottom though, Seb. He's not going to be too happy with the lane swap as soon as he goes down it, they'll dive in and claim his life.
He is not happy with that lane swap at all. Needs some more help.
That's a problem. You win your solo lane, then you rotate somewhere and you just die.
He has got an Astral, but already with no tail diving the tower, and the Astral used aggressively, there's no save for the assassinate.
There is no save.
And you can start to push on, put some pressure onto the steel and tower. Fortification comes out, of course. Shashlo also hanging around Jax with the eyes on him, and you can see Shashlo trying to chase down and cut those trees with the Quelling Blade. An attempt to trip him up, but Jax is going to play the wiser, jump away, TP out. Yep. As we saw the other game where Jerax played the Monkey King. He's very good at being incredibly elusive on these trees.
He's definitely ready to feed as well, from time to time.
He plays on the edge.
Yeah, definitely.
He certainly does.
So the other group is slightly behind in terms of timings. They're still in round 1 of the lower bracket.
Cinder, and how's he doing?
He just won a game, so they're now tied with Vegas 1-1, and they will be heading into a game 3 in about 10 minutes or so.
Oh, sweet.
And of course, the winner of that goes up against Secret, and the winner of that is in the upper bracket. So
Thompson has been able to farm his Midas. Of course, with the cooldown talent once he gets it, it's going to be super juicy.
That's like what, 25-30%?
It's 25%, I think, now, isn't it?
5%, yeah.
Jerry.
And that's another kill, mid. Give it to the sniper, give Thompson more money, more glory.
Yeah, the sniper is definitely doing well, and they should be careful about that because this sniper is the hero that can crush both the OD and the Terrorblade later on.
Yeah, and it's a nice lineup, as we sort of already touched on for the sniper, having not only sort of the slide up with the Corrosive Haze, but the fact that you've got the slide up, Monkey King and Lifestealer, they're going to be jumping in on the front lines. This time around though, he is going to get caught in the front as the Radbound comes in. This is a 4-man gank here for Thompson. Sprout's going to pop down, but it's not going to save him as the Sanity's Eclipse expended from Ping Ping Check will secure the kill.
Yeah, I really like how Seb didn't even try to help. He was around, but he didn't even go and try to stun or anything like that. He's like, nah, you're gone.
That's a lost cause.
You're gone. If I join, I'll just die as well.
Jerax is waiting mid.
Oh, Gary actually gets the toss back onto Seb.
Yep.
Seb still with the sprint, trying to make it away, but Ping, he's got the control with the Astral ready to surround him. Is there any way they could save Seb? I don't think so. Maybe with the balance of the Wukong, they could try and turn things around. Seb goes for a crush, doesn't catch on to anyone. Jax is outside of the Wukong, so it will end. But he gets the Jingu build up. Jerry turns shots to the tree, but Jax is able to dodge it with the next one. Jumps his way out of it all, and they lose the Tiny. Thompson's in there with the snipe. Gets the shrapnel laid down. The shrapnel starting to cause issues for the side of the Real Deal as Pink Vinchek's trying to run away, but Thompson peeps him, snipes him down. Double kill for the sniper. OG also losing 2.
But that's the type of fight that Sniper likes, right?
Yeah, they'll trade those 2 supports for those kills. More money for Thompson as his game continues to get accelerated. All this space in the world for RTW up top as he's well on the way towards his relic. As OG continue to maintain the slight lead. Finding these objectives, getting these slightly favourable trades. Still very much a close game at 14 minutes, but OG hitting those timings.
Actually, this is so good for OG because you have like 2 very greedy.
2 Midases and you're getting away with it.
And you're getting away with it.
Yeah.
Like there's absolutely no reason they shouldn't be punished for this. Like at least use that meta, go S5, try to push.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
when you look at their lineup, like how much they're able to do with the heroes that they've got, it's just amazing, honestly. It's been like that throughout the whole day in every single one of their series. Like they have these weird lineups and they go greedy, but they pull it off. Like if it's any other team, like they're already losing all their tier 2s. But not OG.
No, the sort of originality and skill it is showing here in these qualifier games.
Yeah, just knowing how to properly engage in which situations and when to back out.
There's a lot of people sitting around Thompson in the mid lane. From his team, that is. Looks like they're just waiting for someone to...
Someone like Jerry.
Someone like Jerry. Someone to defend the tower or to make an attempt of denying it.
Hi, Jerry.
Hello.
Yeah, they're just helping Thompson be set up for success this game. Killing
Jerry is just jumping around and giving info, basically.
Yeah, giving info, giving the vision, giving the setup.
He's doing great too. He's been involved in 9 out of the 12 kills.
I mean, he's 3-1-6, yeah. Crushing it as the Shrouding Monkey King. Yep.
He might just get crushed, actually.
You will with the Macrofire and Ice Path. He is not getting out.
You jinxed him over
I did. Sorry, Jax.
Affirmative.
Is under attack.
So
Terblade is playing some pressure on the tier 2 bottom.
he has his farm. They basically have the 2 arguably strongest cores of the meta in the same team, TB and OD.
I mean, OG wanted to test themselves. They let him in.
Yeah, but honestly. And the heroes that they played today, so if you're OG, you know they're gonna pick those heroes, you still let them. And they take Nikes, which isn't really great versus Terrorblade, but Sniper is. So they're basically testing Thompson's strength, that's what they're doing. Because this Sniper, he has to carry. And you're gonna give him Amplify, so he's gonna be able to...
No tail, caught a little bit out of place here. He's got the sprout around him, but Shashlo will chop his way and finish it off. Jerry, though, peeped by Thompson. Thompson starts to rotate. The OD massively away from the rest of his team. Ping Vinchek's tried to go and pop the Sanity's Glimpse. It's not enough. They've lost the OD. The rest of the Real Deal are charging forward with the Metamorphosis, and Excalibur is able to get on top of Thompson. As it's a big kill, getting rid of that sniper, they may even get more. Seb, surrounded, slowed down by the fire of Maposhka, will drop as well, and Excalibur out of the blue waltzes out from that bottom lane, gets a triple kill. 2 of those being the 2 cores of OG that were doing ever so well. That's a beautiful boost for the Terrorblade.
Yep. They used that Doom on X, he couldn't really do anything, he just had to run. Overall, it looked a bit messy for Real Deal. Like that OD was very deep. He dies, but in the end they managed to get a favorable fight. But I mean, it's because of this, you know. You have your Nikes running around with Midas and the recipe for Radiance. Like active gold 0. Like he has a lot. Like his net worth is on top with the Terrorblade, but he isn't using that gold for anything right now.
He's got it.
Yeah, now it changes. Now the fights are a bit easier for them. It's still not great, but oh, Miposhka. Oh, Miposhka port
He's
now.
fine.
He's fine.
I was never worried.
And Thompson was around. Did he not have any?
Yeah, I guess
He wasn't
did
hitting
now.
it.
But instead he'd rather hit Rush, so
I guess, yeah. That was a sort of a miskill.
I mean, they can definitely take Rush fast. Also, there's no meta. You have Corrosive Haze.
Yeah, and you know Jakiro's TP back to base.
Both teams using their scan at about the same time. Radiant not scouting out anyone from the real deal, but the real deal, of course, knowing that Roche was happening, but they can't really do anything about it.
And now, is this the first infest bomb?
Yes,
that we're
it
witnessing?
is.
Let's see
Yes,
what they
it
can
is.
do.
Classic combo.
This is the reason why they are a classic combo.
We've seen whole sort of patches and matters where this has been the strength of these two heroes. Now it is.
Lives up to the expectation.
Versus a support though. And Miposhka, he's used to dying. It's fine.
And he did get it destroyed on the ward before.
Mid lane, Thompson has been dusted, but Jerry has nothing to throw out at the sniper. As Thompson continues to hit these iron timings. He's Shadow Blade and looking for the Maelstrom next, unless he's changed his build. But the items are suddenly coming out very fast for this sniper this game.
Dire's middle tower.
Well, still just 20 minutes in.
Try to access a target.
And get the close shot, but he did manage to force himself to the side. Doesn't look like it matters though. But the Wukong's command down. Pingvin check can't fight his way out of that.
Even this monkey hurts. Oh, hello, Thompson.
Thompson though was miles away from the rest of his team. And that'll be an easy kill in return from the real deal. So trap up Jerry. RTW thinking about going in for this. So he will open up with the wounds. There's the jump in from Seb. Can they kill Excalibur before he gets the sun off? They can't. The Sunder's there from Excalibur. Turns a beast down. Want to be a buyback from Seb in an attempt to get back towards this fight. Jerry will toss back the life stealer, meaning the Radiant Burn won't quite reach him. Jerry's still alive. Finally gets Sprouted. Notel has the control. Excalibur's running away. Cashflow did manage to chase down Jerax on the back of it all. As Excalibur will manage to get out. Gets back towards the shrine if necessary. And again, so some very close fights between the two teams here. OG at the least will find this bottom tower, but yeah, the last fight, as you saw, money-wise, real deal, taking that slight 1k jump forward as they forced out a buyback from Seb. And Thompson actually opting for the blink dagger. Feeling, you know, we have seen him get caught out of position a couple of times with this blink. He's going to have the opportunity to react and you know, sort of afford to play as aggressively as he has been.
I mean, with all this fighting, it's still very even.
Yeah.
Truly is. We haven't really seen a proper fight from OG. We said that Slarzar and Nikes are going to be that frontline barrier that is going to allow Sniper to hit from afar, but so far he hasn't really done that. He just runs in on his own.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing on the other side of the river. But then again, the OD was also massively out of position. Oops.
Another.
And they go, they found one. They look towards Ping as well. Jump forward for Jax, ready to go with the Primal Spring. He'll buy himself some time with it. With the Astral, but he is not getting out. He'll be able to bring down Notel with him with the Sanities.
They can continue pushing now mid. It's time for some maybe a tier 2 tower action. Just like Excalibur is pushing out the tier 2 bottom on the bottom lane. And they're defending the tier 2 top with his real hero.
Excalibur is going to have that Skadi of his as well, so he's going to be able to kite the Lifestealer a bit better.
Radiant's bottom tower is
So that's something I also love, that he's still keeping the Doom, is still keeping the small Satire Purger, so he can get rid of Corrosive Haze. It's really nice. Actually saved the OD, well, didn't save him, but bought him a few more seconds in that engagement. And relax, man.
Not the real deal.
Shackle.
Yeah, starting to charge forward on the top, but OG are prepared. They will be more than happy to take a fight here if the real deal try and force it.
Yeah, they found a Jakiro hiding in the trees.
They want more though.
Yeah, they aren't even going for Miposhka.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't blame them. You don't want to go for
you
that.
want more. With this combo, you can kill whoever you jump on. Maybe Excalibur's a little trickier.
Yeah, he is.
So is Jerry. If
Gonna try.
They're gonna try. Ooh.
See if they've got the damage, but yeah, Excalibur's pretty beefy, but this guy, they can't quite kill him. The Doom will be down.
Oh, he's eating his way.
And he has also got the Aegis now. Back for the low ground. Thompson start to peep into them. Excalibur's able to turn, get the Sunder off.
Seb can jump in again soon.
He's going to see if he can get the angle maybe from the high ground. Excalibur.
It was hard. Delusion was following him, so he couldn't.
Cashflow does kill Notes out, but he's going to lose his own life for that cost.
I love the Blink Dagger and Shadow Blade build on a Sniper. He doesn't really need so much damage because he has Corrosive Haze, right?
Yeah, just needs to get in position.
So he just needs to get in position to hit them. And so far he's been doing really well with that. And look at that's just a recipe, right?
Yeah.
How much gold does he have?
2,500. Sorry, am I in the
It's very bad. No, it's fine. He's very close.
He's pretty much got that, yeah.
No, it's fine.
No.
Okay, so he's gonna get that. Is he building an Octarine, this guy? What are you doing?
You're not a fan of the build?
Well, I mean, okay, she was in the Radiance, I completely get it, but Octarine to combo with that, I mean, alright, it's a... What do you mean am I a fan of the build? Did you see the Octarine build on Nikes before?
Oh, who did that?
It's Alchemist.
Oh,
That's an Alchemist.
he's cosplay. Oh.
He didn't get the Manta though.
There's going to be buybacks coming out here from Tiny as they'll look to try and punish Sep for over-diving a little bit. RTW needs help. He is going to have Jarex up from the trees, pop the Wukong's command. Already Jarex had to get out of there. The strength of Excalibur is too much with the Metamorphosis. He's picked a triple.
Yeah, I mean, the build with Octarine is alright, because you're thinking you have Thompson as the damage dealer, the main damage dealer that's gonna stand behind and just beat them. But at the same time though, if he dies, your build isn't gonna do a whole lot of damage, besides that Radiance build, or Radiance burn obviously. So yeah, no, not the biggest fan. I'd rather see him at least get that Manta or something.
And another blink on a coin. Excalibur getting in this game. It's super good against the sniper because, as you say, OG they rely a lot on Thompson being able to hit.
Yeah.
And if this Terrorblade out of the blue just comes in blinking upon you, hitting you with the Skadi, popping the reflection, it's a little hard for the sniper to cope.
Yep, you're dead. I mean, he's still a very glass cannon, and I don't think any item will change that. Save for going for some items that Sniper does not want to go for.
Heart of Tarrasque Sniper?
Yes, let's do it.
I mean, his tankiness lies in...
They ran him like a book. Tree is down. So's the monkey.
Yep.
Enemy has vision.
But they do not have vision.
No, they just dread you.
Like a book. There you go.
It's great when they kill him because he can't give info, and then it's a bit easier to play against them. And if they get me Poshka, it's whatever. He truly does not mind.
Yeah, they want something way bigger than that.
They saw the ward and just realized, alright, we've been spotted. Let's go different direction. They won't expect that.
Well, I've got the full E-Blade on Thompson now.
E-Blade, alright.
So I guess sort of a precaution to I mean, the best is to keep himself safe against the TB.
Yeah.
Get some magi from it. You save yourself, as you said.
And so we were talking sort of about what the defensive arm he can go for is, and it's got to be the E-Blade. That's the real deal.
That
to
Doom
move
is
towards mid.
pretty tanky as well. The Doom has Shivas.
Yeah.
He can do a lot.
There's a Roshan up very soon. So this fight, you could decide who gets the upper hand with the Aegis.
Dire's bottom tower.
I mean, honestly, the real deal are looking like the real deal
I mean,
again.
they are. You let them have the Terrorblade OD, and they're certainly making the most, at least of having the Terrorblade. Excalibur, incredibly farmed. And so far, it's been a textbook Terrorblade performance from him. And the build as well, look at this. Going for the Nullifier. He's seen the E-Blade and he's adapting already.
Yep. The Nullifier is pretty good. And honestly, on a hero such as that one, I'd rather have a Nullifier on TB than an E-Blade on a Sniper.
Nice juice from Poshka.
The question is, can the real deal get here in time to do anything about this? It doesn't look like they're going to. Again, with the speed, the OG can take this with that corrosive haze.
Double damage room.
Corrosive haze always allows you to take this rush so fast.
Yeah. Scan comes out, but it's way too late. Cheese is picked up, and so is the Aegis. They're ready to go. Jump in mid. They'll try for the two-man crushed. In comes RTW charging in. He's going to look towards his caliber. They'll slow him down with the Shiva's gun. Can they kill him? Boundless Strike is there. Any follow-up stuns will turn and get the Sunder off. His caliber back up to full. Metamorphosis out. He's trying to be into Jags. On the side, Thompson's in trouble. Pingvincheck focusing the sniper. Thompson's popped the cheese, but it will not save him. Double kill for Excalibur. Thompson buys back. The crush from Seb holds by Shashlo and Jags. RTW is still trying to chase. He really wants this Excalibur kill. He has found the slow. The defensive Astral's there, but surely his Terrorblade is still going. He dies. Oh, he's going to get out. As you said, the blink out of the Astral. Excalibur's safe. They don't even kill the Terrorblade. They will get the Jakiro.
And they bought back on the sniper. So you bought back your main core?
That was
that's only because OD went on sniper. So you had no damage for the Terrorblade kill.
And the Terrorblade got tossed away from the life
toss, obviously. They had the blink, then in the end they definitely had some luck.
Yeah.
I saved the Terrorblade, but now he's got a hold, and Metamorphosis is probably going to come to an end pretty soon. Yeah, it's finished now. So we'll see how much OG can do when this is out.
Yeah,
No tell, go for the split push pressure. In they go on the mid lane. Shiva's guard. Clipping onto his Excalibur, Pingvincheck. Thompson jumps in. Oh, he's got a shotgun. He just blasts Pingvincheck right in the face.
That is the cast time.
E-Blade, yeah, as you say, and that cast time talent. That is a 1-2. That's a double barrel kablammer.
Yeah. Was that the first one? Because I don't think they saw that coming.
No, I don't think they did.
It's the first one.
You gotta watch out for this man.
There's so often when you see the knockback talent as well that you can't really be prepared for that.
It's great, and it's a lot of damage as we saw that. I don't know quite the numbers, but that was a significant nuke. The E-Blade plus the Assassinate. Oh, I thought we were going to oh, it's just us. Hello.
Hello. We just watching some notes.
No, I'm watching.
Yeah. 7k lead off the back of that play, and well, I'm ready for some more quick scope in action from Thompson.
That monitor doesn't work.
So we really like this little red carpet, guys.
Yeah,
it's very nice.
It's so comfy that we decided to switch from the couch onto
We're chilling.
It is very comfy.
Use your Midas, bro. Use your Midas, sir. Midas. There we go.
Finally.
Somebody's
He's still going for that Octarine though. He didn't give up on that. I mean, it's working, but never. He just needs to be tanky and frontlining, and that's about it. The sniper does the heavy lifting, so it's
Where's the sniper? I want to see some people get shot.
Yeah. Where's the E-Blade?
Bam. I mean, you saw that was without the E-Blade, you know. Just Assassin on his side, still a decent nuke. Jerry, in trouble in the trees, they spot him out of Shrapnel. There will be a defensive Astral. They're trying to jump in on the back line. They get the Doom onto the sniper. The sniper's down, he's out for 2 minutes. Ruko's command and an attempt to hold Excalibur in place, but Seb is struggling. He'll get the crush out onto Shashlo. RTW looking towards Excalibur. RTW can't win this fight. They've got him. He's down. The Aegis is out.
Can Jax help him? I don't think so.
I don't know. They're going to jump back in, try and give him a second chance, but the Sanity's Eclipse comes into play, and OG, they've lost 4. Only Jarek's left alive, but the real deal, pushing OG back.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to dive when you have that sniper. If they manage to go around you, and if they catch up to him, and they definitely did.
Perfect play from Shaft, they're getting back lines.
There wasn't even detection that could have maybe seen it. I guess he was smoked.
You definitely have to stay and protect him somehow. You have to keep a tight formation. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You can't just go YOLO like that.
Do you need like 4 staffs on other people? Like how can other people help him survive?
Yeah, 4 staff is definitely a good idea. Overall, 4 staff perhaps. No Till can get 1. Something like that. I mean, I think the most important thing is to have a tight formation. So yeah, but there's a table.
I'm like, how did you make yourself comfortable?
I don't know. It's a good position. The sniper should be hidden like me. That should be.
That should be his MO.
And he's getting a little more stealthy.
I mean, he has a Shadow Blade. How much more stealthy can he get?
That's true. I mean, he's just going in on the front list. He's going for some of these kamikaze plays where he just charges in with the shotgun, but he's not got the armor. You know, this isn't a beefy man. He's a little dwarf. He got the hex before the courier was killed, so that's good.
All right, so they didn't lose the
hex.
The value, yeah. Overall, though, it's looking scary for OG. You can, I mean, if the fight is outside of the base and they can completely utilize their like evasiveness on the sniper, the shadow blade, the blink, then perhaps they can take a fight. But my issue for them is when they start pushing, you know, because that sniper has to be hitting the building. That means that Real Deal is going to be able to adapt and do the same thing they did the last time. Now, how do you deal with that? Maybe that Aegis should have went into sniper's hands. But you think, all right, Nyx is going to be the frontliner, so it's very unlikely for you to die as a sniper. So let's just give the Aegis to Nyx. But it didn't work out.
It did not.
It did not.
Yeah. I look at it. Is this? Am I crazy? Or is this something that people never take? I mean, the OD, Ping Vinjek, he takes the +2 sanities eclipse multiplier over the 20 strength this game.
He likes being peeped. Likes to get peeped.
I guess so. He says, I don't need the extra HP. I just want to do more damage with the hammer. And I mean, he certainly will. Yeah. But 20 strength's a lot to pass up.
It is.
It's a lot to pass up.
Strategy for OG should be trying to find pickups outside of the base, right?
They've just got to make sure that that Thompson doesn't get jumped.
They're waiting for a few more Linkenses to use it on this. He's buying it, Monkey's buying it, everyone is getting a Linkens on that side. You don't want to be doomed again.
No, you do not.
But they do have the purge creep. You can use the purge then to doom. You can pop it.
Some bounty runes for everyone. 2 for 2. And both teams venturing into the enemy's jungle.
Yeah. Once rush, that's the most important part. Not really soon,
it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, not really soon, so it's all about that rush still.
Well, I guess we're soon gonna find out how long it's actually gonna take.
Linken's on the Nature's Prophet already to cast it on that little dwarf.
Yeah, getting that second one as well on Jax. So they can do everything possible to keep Thompson safe. And he's even building his own.
Yeah.
So the triple Lincoln. Just to keep that man going.
Yeah.
Will we ever buy some like damage items other than the ethereal?
He doesn't really need it with the corrosive haze. It's just going to fall off, but at the moment it's still a lot. As long as they keep Thompson alive and Seb gets the haze out.
Though honestly, it can get very dangerous very soon. That Terrorblade, if he gets butterfly.
I mean, he's got it. I think.
Got it. Yeah. So he's not going to be able to.
Hello, bye, Jerry. Nice find.
And it's even what the Lifestealer building Lincolns. And there's 4 people on OG building Lincoln spheres.
I think they're just having fun, honestly.
They are going to build the quad Lincolns.
Quad Lincolns team, yeah.
Who's not
you asked how to help your sniper stay alive. That's definitely one way. Is it going to win you the game? I don't know.
Maybe it does. The 4 Lincolns. Oh, the hunt is on from OG. Seb. Ready to take his Lifestealer in nice and deep. Let's see what he can find. So into the jungle they go. Shash loads the target.
Oh, Doom is a good kill.
That would be a great kill.
Is he safe
though? He's got the BKB. He's trying to run his way out of there. And he's going to make it away, but not. Blink. Thompson's in with a blink, snipes him down.
There's a gem on the ground.
They didn't see it though.
Yeah, they don't want it. Or they didn't see it, yeah?
I don't think they saw it. It's nighttime and they don't have a ward up there anymore.
Good choice of talent as well this game for Seb. If he's playing like this, hunting down people, he's level 20, he's got the +1000 night vision. So even easier to find those targets when he goes around with the Lifestealer inside him.
There you go. You weren't wrong, Shiro, when you were taking that vision. It's a good talent.
That's talent.
I didn't end up taking vision.
You didn't?
No.
Feels bad.
That's why we lost.
No, it's a decent talent.
Didn't we win that game?
We won that game.
Yeah, we did.
So maybe that's the future here. He took the wrong talent.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No. Night vision is.
Oh, RTW is not building a Lincoln's.
Oh, breaking the combo.
Breaking the combo. He's getting nullifier.
Nah, I'm done with him.
Yeah, out of the team. only so yeah, well, we've got 2 Lincolns actually in the game now.
Yeah.
Garrix has got his as well as Nota.
And Roshan in about 30 seconds or so. 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So we already have Real Deal having a ward up around the Roche pit.
They have to fight this one. They have to actually
No vision for
contest
OG
it
yet.
somehow. They can't allow OG to take another free B rush.
They're so hunting. Ooh.
Oh,
Hello.
oh,
Real one.
Excalibur's in.
They don't.
Garrix is out. Nice juke there. Make sure that Jerry doesn't get him with the avalanche, despite jumping onto the tree. Garrix just dancing around with them, keeping their attention drawn to that mid lane, bottom lane, no tail. Again, just split pushing it out. He's closing in on that Hex. So they've got that extra bit of control for these big units, for the OD and the Terrorblade. It's actually towards the mid. Excalibur again showing himself. Jarrett's no interest in jumping forward. They haven't got the full squad ready to fight.
Yeah, rush is up though. It's all about that rush now. One good thing that No-Tail can do, and that he's doing right now, is always sending these trees to give vision, which is really good. Just scouts them out constantly. You can see it how they're going there onto the high ground.
Oh, but they saw him.
One bad thing that he can do is feed. He tried to pretend he's a tree. It didn't work.
I didn't fall for that one.
Yeah, they didn't fall
not.
for it.
Is that enough to take Roche?
They're gonna try.
Right? I mean, that's Lincoln's down. That's something. 16-0 on Turboblade, by the way. Is this guy ever gonna die this game?
And if he does, someone's getting a lot of love.
Oh, what a great room for him as well. Ruin just as much as well.
Stop it.
And he's nearly 25 as well, Excalibur.
That shrapnel alone stopping him.
Big blast brings him right on the side of it. Seth's going to jump in with the lifesteal and found Ping Vincheck. The burst has come out as well. That's Ping Vincheck down. They have lost Jarrex and Thompson. Thompson buying back straight away in order to get himself back around the pit. Jump forward from Excalibur. He's heading in. If they know, if they can kill Thompson a second time, he bought back for this. Thompson's in trouble. He's trying to retreat, trying to run. He has got the images, but they've got the dust. They see him, and Thompson, he's dead.
He's dead.
Dead for 2 minutes. It's a dieback. ILTW.
Sander, 1 second. He has it.
He has it. Take Ping Vincheck's life. Seb?
He just needs to blink in.
Seb's getting hexed. RTW's got to get in and help out his slider.
He can blink in and yeah.
Not the rage!
Just in time.
Excalibur can't center anymore. He's got to slide his way out.
He can come back in a second though.
That's a bad thing from Seb. Shashlo should fall here. The Radiant's ticking him down. Jump forward from Seb. He's going to have his hands on to the Jakiro.
He's afraid of Lincoln's, I suppose.
Still has us under. He gets under his teammate if needed.
That's going to be a buyback from the Jakiro. Jerry's trapped by the Sprout. RTW getting there with the wrap, and Excalibur still struggling to get back into the fight. Really wants to get in and use that Sunder.
It's so problematic.
He's going to get it. Oh no! Gets himself back on the full, but No-Tail's already out with the TP. Roshan, of course, still left untouched. Seb's going to take RTW back to safety. They're still at a point where they're without the sniper for a minute. Seb, he's going to jump in. They're going to try for Excalibur. Excalibur's got the back of him with posture, and Seb respects it, and so does RTW. They retreat. Excalibur's going to focus on trying to finish the Roshan. Macropie ready as well. They have great ways to fight around the pit. The real deal. OG's got to wait with their timing to get in there. Shiva's guard being used to ground the vision. There's enough to spook the real deal.
So many clutch plays.
Lots of buybacks as well.
Yes.
These
a lot of buybacks
are creating a lot of problems for the real deal.
Yeah, 3 buybacks used by OG, only 4 used so far in that fight by the real deal.
He can't jump in, and Sander, because he doesn't know who used Lincoln's who didn't, he's afraid of being debated, and that's exactly what Nyx was doing in the river. Like, he was running towards Excalibur, and Excalibur saw that he had no Lincolns, but still didn't go for it, because instantly as he turned, there's a Slardar. It's...
The amount of time Excalibur's Terrorblade has been able to get away with like this, on the skin of his teeth
as well that he's buying. Oh.
Is Seb getting Lincolns as well? Is he?
It looks that way, I think.
Excalibur's going to make his mind up and go with the Bloodthorn.
Yeah.
As he is rocking the no boots, of course, to do so.
Yeah, get some crit.
Should be fine.
True strike, pretty good.
And they're actually going back in for the Roche.
Okay, not the Lincolns, Jarax Lincolns. Popson almost. And Seb.
Well, let's see what they can do around this pit. As this is very much a target that's so valuable now, Roche, as well, with all these buybacks on cooldown. Whoever's able to get this is going to have a huge spike in the team fight power. Having a second life where their opponent won't even have the ability to buy back. So now let's. Yeah, okay, he's just going to go for finishing off the AC.
How are we doing with buybacks when it comes to the Dire team?
4 of them are on cooldown.
4 of them.
After their last engagement.
All right.
Radiant structures are
TB does have it though, right? TB has.
Yeah, TB if the believes the he didn't. He's the one with it available. So when they go again, I mean the real deal a little away from the pit now.
I mean,
they got to head over.
you definitely want to fight if those buybacks are on.
Yeah, Excalibur's heading in.
That.
He's going to blink forward, straight into the pit he goes. He's got the Bloodthorn onto RTW. RTW might need some safety. It looks like he's going to get it with the wrap out behind the pit. Pops the rage, turns towards Cherry. Jump forward from Seb with the 4-step, bringing Cherry back to safety. Roshan at half health.
TB found an arcane rune again, so that's so good for him. Sniper almost finishing that Lincoln's also has level 25 any moment now.
Seb taking RTW back into the pit. Illusion did spot them, so they know they're back in. Excalibur's going to jump forward, actually slides his way outside of the pit with his own Hurricane Pipe. BKB is going to be pulled by Ping Vinci. The Sanity Eclipse is down, left to be Sec dead. No slot off for 2 minutes. And with the Metamorphosis, the real deal can look towards Roche. Can OG really contest this without the Slardar? Crucial part of their initiation. RTW tried to charge forward. He's got the Nullifier, but the defensive Astral's there from Ping. Roshan comes in with a bash onto RTW. He's got to be careful. The snipe from the backlines. Thompson, he's able to shoot down the Chigura. Cherek with a Rookos. Come on. The Brown strike on 3, but Shasha has the BKB. Cherek getting beamed out by the Rookos. He's dead. The Nullifier get out onto the Terrorblade, but he still finds the Sunder. He's up health. Jerex is getting low. The Doom's out onto Thompson. Thompson will die. He's out for 100. Excalibur. Sunder back up to 4. RTW's out. He'll buy back.
But it's gonna be a hard defense for them.
Yep. Terrorblade and OD both still alive.
This
still didn't use that buyback either, right? Yeah.
Yep. This should finally be the Roche going to the real deal. Is there any way they can get in? RTW is going to walk forward. He's going to try and do something big, but already Roche has been killed. The Aegis has been picked up. RTW gets nothing. Slide forward from Ping Vinchecker. They look to catch more outside of the pit. The Nullifiers upon him. No tail popping the Nature's Ramp out. They got the damage to kill him in time. It doesn't look like they have, as now RTW has to rage him back up. No point in sticking around with Excalibur and Shashto chasing him down. Jump forward from Ping. He's got the BKB. Start to end RTW. A jump inside of the Monkey King, but Jerex has Hex. Jerex is dead. RTW can't. Can he really run away from this? The rage. The reduced cooldown thanks to the Octarine, making him very hard to catch. He'll turn. Nullifier again onto the Terrorblade. Jump forward from Shashto. RTW still trying his best to run away. Just create space, create time. Jerex has pulled back. He's jumping across the trees. Ping Vincheck slides across the Hurricane Pipe to cut the tree. Jerex is in trouble and he's out. A dieback surely from the Monkey King. He'll dodge a little bit with the mischief, but he cannot stay alive.
What a crazy fight, honestly. But Nikes does stay alive in the end, which is very important.
I mean, that sort of time and space created by him living.
So much space.
It means that now the Slardar and the Sniper, they're going to be back up.
That Octarine core helping him so much there, getting that rage off cooldown sooner.
And Nokia didn't die, so he can continue pushing out those waves. And all the waves are kind of in OG's favor. But look at the net worth of the Terrorblade.
Yeah, Terrorblade is just out of control.
It's absolutely. I mean, he's hit critical max, right?
He still didn't die, right?
What's his KDA now? It's
like something about
19-0
yeah, 19-0, 20-0. Yeah, it's madness.
He's just doing so well, it's insane.
That's what you get when you leave a Terrorblade in.
I mean, it's very problematic for this sniper. Yeah, we said Lincoln's and all that, but...
The Gloom starts to catch it.
That's a Doom.
That's a Doom.
Should die. He has BKB though.
And he's fine.
He's fine, yeah.
Even with the Nullifier, just the duration not apparently long enough to stop that BKB.
Attack speed, he needs more attack.
He has no... I mean, yeah, the build is great, but at the same time, like, there isn't a lot of damage coming from him alone.
No.
You need that sniper, and we kind of called it. Once you kill that sniper, the rest of them...
kind of falls flat.
Yeah, they don't truly deal damage. The build is great, but if Sniper stays alive...
Big if.
Of course, that next fight, you can see Ping. He's going to have double Scythe, double Eclipse. That's a lot of damage, a lot of mana burn as well that they've got to be prepared for. And Refresher, getting to the sort of the 7th slot territory for Excalibur's Terrorblade. Making sure that he can have the meta for the fight and for the push afterwards if they can win a team fight.
If you're a real deal, are you like you can play this game for as long as you want, right? Because you've got late game. Do you think with the stages they are gonna try and make a move?
I think they're pretty even when it comes to super late game, right? It can go either way. You have the sniper on one side, a hero that scales so well.
Yeah, and a hero that's great at holding the high ground.
The real deal, they do have Doom. Basically, you take one hero out of the game completely at any given point in the game. OD scales really well too. I honestly couldn't call it. Maybe they have a slight edge on the side of real deal, because eventually you can have two Dooms as well. But you have the Slugger sniper combination. You have the Nikes with a weird build, but yeah. We're gonna have another force now. Yeah, the real deal do have a slight edge.
I mean, this Terrorblade is just so huge. 2007.
43,000. Yeah, 43,000 net worth seems about right.
Yeah,
Not a biggie.
it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
I've seen better.
It's like my normal Terrorblade. It's how I play it usually, you know.
Just another one of the pubs.
Yeah.
Radiant's
Excalibur getting another tower because of course he needed more gold. He's sitting on 9k.
See, actually, he truly does not have a shard.
He does not have.
He doesn't have the shard yet. No, he's not picked that up. And he might do so now. He's heading past the shop.
I expected him to have it.
Oh, he'll pass the shop indeed.
I mean, how much gold does he have stacked?
He's got 9k.
9k, so he could
yeah,
get that shard and
more
also
than
have a buyback. Yeah.
Yep.
If he wanted to. So he doesn't wanna.
Maybe he's still thinking about replacing something, but I wouldn't know what he was going to replace. You kind of want to keep that Link Dagger.
Yeah, Blink is great.
I mean, all his items are kind of
All his
necessary.
items are great.
Yeah.
You can take something that you can replace the Blink Dagger with, I suppose, but
Yeah.
and then switch it about when you blink in. But Blink is amazing.
I mean, even maybe can you swap something out for a Daedalus? I mean, we saw how much of the Daedalus Metamorphosis did in the earlier series, Liquid versus OG, to allow Miracle to close it up.
Yeah, but you have Bloodthorn, right? So I don't think you're looking at changing what.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
For a big crit,
Mage is gone.
that's optimal.
No, yeah. Now he's picked up the shard.
He has the shard,
Yeah.
right? He's not using it though. Saving it. All right.
Yet. Yeah.
There
we
Use
go.
it now.
So it's the shard basically. Yeah. Now he's just full slotted.
Now he's done.
You can go. You can go Necros, I suppose, or something. But
Hey, you get a shard. Oh, yeah, I was going to say with the OD, but the OD's already got one.
yeah. People in situations such as this one, like long time ago, would get just Necros on TV, just something else, pop illusions, pop Necros, send one lane, push the other.
So we are waiting for the next Roshan.
Apparently, again, it's gonna come in the next 6 minutes as Aegis just got reclaimed.
Yep. Unless someone is somewhere out of position.
Yeah, I think it's more about that, but both of these teams, they're really scared.
Yeah,
The
they are.
buybacks, they're waiting for those buybacks. And the game is actually evening itself out, because at this point, it's all about how well you take that team fight, right? It's not about anything else. 20-0.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy because he's been in a lot of fights. It's not like he didn't fight or
Yeah,
anything.
he was always in the fights.
Oh, yeah.
And not only was he always in the fights, he was in the dead center of these fights, blinking in behind that sniper every single time. And that blink was definitely a necessary item. I'm super happy he bought it. Very good thinking.
What is Jakiro doing? He and OD are in territory that's not really theirs anymore.
And
But I
maybe
think
they
he'll
had
be
some
okay.
vision.
Yeah. They'll be okay. No.
No tell.
Go for it.
Slides in with a Hex Opener. Backup's going to be coming in and Maposhka's gone. I'm getting Jakiro, but Ping check. He's actually going to go for the play on the side with the BKB in the first sanities. The second sanities is not enough to kill Thompson. Thompson self-feed blades and steps himself away. Now he's ready to turn and Ping check's dead. He's gone for 2 minutes. Jared's coming in from the side. They'll try and go for Excalibur. He's able to match off the silence, but they're still charging forward. Boundless strikes down as well as the recourse command. Shash puts the BKB. He tries to turn, but he's getting bashed up by Seb. Sprouts out. They manage to surround as Excalibur. Excalibur's nullified as well. He's going to fall. Excalibur goes down. A lot of money goes to Thompson as he picks up a cheeky 1k. Sprout controlling Shashlo. He's in the trees. Can he run away from this? It doesn't look to be the case as Shashlo falls. Excalibur, he's brought back and he's come straight back into the action. He's trying to get in on the to ILTW, but he's been hexed. Motel's got the control. ILTW is on top of him. The silence, the nullify. If he goes down again, it could be game over. He's got to be careful, and he does have the backup of the OD. Astral keeps Excalibur safe. Another reflection out. Jerry jumps forward, but an instant blink reaction from Thompson gets himself out of the tiny combo. They bring down the Jet Monkey King. Jarex is out. Seb's able to blink away, keeping RTW safe. They're hot on the chase. They brought back 4 buybacks for this, the real deal.
What was that? What did OD do there, actually? Like, you know what, that talent, the addition to the multiplier, like, it did nothing.
It didn't do enough.
If you're gonna jump in and pop your ult, at least hit a few targets first, so you get that intelligence that you need to hurt.
And
that was
he did nothing good at all. I think the pressure got to him, honestly. This game was stalled for so long that all these pressures...
I mean, it's just the fact that they're now in a state where 4 heroes without buyback. This is a very scary point.
It's not about the network.
No, it's the buybacks.
Who cares about network at this point? It's the buyback.
4 buybacks.
That's all that matters.
What a fight. The Qualifier also paying off there on the tower. That was crazy.
Oh, and this is, beautiful talent as well. Corrosive Haze, undispellable.
It feels like they are not in control. It feels like they can't do anything.
Yeah.
You do one single mistake on the side of the real thing, and they instantly punish you for that.
I mean, that really was them sort of just breaking. That fight. That was they finally broke in this even game where they've been keeping it cool against OG. Excalibur has been having a flawless game. That moment there, 4 buybacks and nothing gained from it. It's extremely painful. Yeah. It's a 55-minute game for this patch. That is a very long game.
That could cost them Roshan. We are going to have that up again fairly soon. However, we've been in this situation before where OG was in almost the same situation. They just have to wait it out. Right?
OG was in that situation though, but they were always the ones on the receiving end.
Yeah. But OG, we know that they have a tough time going high ground because that leaves Thompson exposed. We've seen them in that position as well before, so
we're never gonna see the end of this game.
We're never gonna see the end of this game.
We're gonna
unless there's 2 mistakes in a row, like that.
Never. It's always gonna go back and forth forever. We're stuck in a loop.
I mean, I wouldn't mind this. They've been playing cat and mouse in a very entertaining way.
They have the troll face on their banners.
They do.
Yeah, they want this. They're just playing with us.
This is fun. I like that Monkey King is pretending to be a tree somehow.
This is huge advantage right now for OG. Honestly, I don't know.
I mean,
before we weren't in this situation before in which one team did not have buybacks. I think in which the real deal did not have buybacks, and OG had Aegis and Cheese, and now they do. You have Aegis Cheese and the real deal has no buybacks on the side of Turboblade and OD.
Refresher shard on Seb for the double crush?
I don't know why you would give Seb.
I mean, that's
maybe they have no inventory slots or something.
That could be the case, yes.
Yeah, that's the only...
Dagon!
Why not?
Why not?
You have 8k gold.
If you nullify and Bloodthorn the TB, and then you blow him up, that's how you kill him. That's how you do it.
Thompson is cosplaying that Pugna again.
Yeah. Wouldn't you want to give the Refresher Sword to maybe the Nature's Prophet or something for 2?
I mean, you can give it to anyone. Yeah. What does he have of items? Does he have Lincolns on slot?
But they're all, they've got so many slots filled. Everyone's got their slots filled.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's like, no one's really got that sort of huge value play that they want to swap out an item for a Refresher Sword for.
Well, they're going high ground. Let's see what they can do with a double damage rune.
And you see Excalibur literally 9 slotted here on the Terrorblade. Like OG, we said with it. They're going for it, but he gets the BKB off. Turns straight away. Thompson has been touching on front line, but he had the Aegis. Ready for round 2. Except for the BKB, but he's been doomed by Shashlo. The Qualifier phase is out. BKB from Excalibur is being used. Jarex on the side, coming in with the Mooncoil's command. They're surrounded. Vincheck, the Sanity Eclipse comes out. Jarex is dead, and they'll get themselves a second. That's the life dealer. Stuck in the base. Thompson, he's trying his best to fight up against it all, but he's caught. He's dead. He's dead. He's gone. They hold.
You can't push.
Discuss this!
If you are OG, you can't push. They found another way to deal with it. The Jerry just jumps onto him and tosses him back
Yeah,
in.
and it works every time. Try.
Yes, we're stuck.
That
It's an
was
endless loop.
that was the Aegis Gone used, and that was the cheese used, I think, as well. So yeah, and the buybacks are they gonna be able to force them out?
I don't know. I mean, Northhill has to do something about it, I suppose. He's the one. Slardar can
The chosen one.
Yeah. Northhill is definitely the chosen one for this team right now. Let's create skip with his little tree.
They got a tier 3 tower. Yay.
Wow. Well, that's something.
That is something.
Something.
Yeah, something. I mean, at this point, you don't care if you feed them gold when you die, right? It's whatever. Everyone has gold. Oh. Not being win check. It's kind of poor.
Dire's top tower is
Look at that. 9 slotted almost. Is he?
He's 9 slotted.
He's 9
Yeah,
slotted.
he's 9
It's not
slotted.
almost. It is.
It is.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Backdoor protection.
Oh, well, actually, we didn't know. I don't know if we did say as well, but yeah, that shard that he used was actually just on the OD. He's not used a shard on himself.
So he uses an OD. I think he hits fast enough, I guess. So here's to OD.
Why wouldn't he use one on himself?
Unless I'm crazy, I'm pretty sure Excalibur.
No, you're right.
Yeah, he didn't. He's not used a shard on himself yet.
Well, he can give shards to his whole team soon.
It's like an arc board and just giving shards away around.
It's like an elk giving axe.
Yeah. Look at Northhill.
Hopping around the
You
map.
little rats, get out of
Face.
their boats. And he has that talent permanent board. He can just port around. He's just porting across the map.
I mean, he has to, but he also is gonna get caught
There
up
we go.
right now.
Oh, they got him.
They
Shame
got him.
yourself, sir.
No, they got him. He has a buyback available, but
But they all
Everybody's back
respawn.
up,
Yeah,
so it's
and
okay.
now they have buyback.
Yeah, lanes are all pushed.
And this is awesome. He did so great. Like, that's great for him. Bounties. How much gold do you get from one bounty? How much does he get?
160 per person.
Yeah, that's not bad. There's
bad.
double damage there as well.
Oh, got a.
Here.
Yeah, but Chopson will take that one gladly.
And he didn't get a dagon.
Look at that graph.
He didn't get a dagon.
What a treat.
Goes for the butterfly.
Shame on him.
Shame on him.
I mean,
Dagon
they
could have
noticed
been
how
amazing.
badly they push and how slowly they
Sure,
push.
yeah, like, well, we need some more right click.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And hey, it does load up the Agi for the E-Blade burst, so
That's what he was thinking.
there you go.
about. It's not the motion.
More of a blast with the E-Blade.
Yeah, it's just the agi that he's...
Double damage!
Yeah, we saw that.
Okay. Yeah, I did as well, but I was very excited. So he's gonna shoot someone in the face.
He wants
He's gonna
to.
shoot though.
Yeah. He might shoot Jerry for tossing him all the time.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Aye.
Lincoln's popped, stun, panic.
Oh no, Jax.
He has a cheese.
Fuse him.
You
bad.
got a cheese early.
Run, you can do it.
He has
Play
got
monkey.
buyback.
He does, he has.
Why did he use cheese?
Yeah, no.
Maybe there's some in space. Time, great.
He thought he's able to
Radiant's top
survive.
shrine is under
That's it.
attack.
Can the real deal push already? Can they do something?
I'm scared.
Radiant's top shrine.
I mean, this can go on forever actually, if we continue.
Oh,
They really have to start... Look. You're so close, Jerry, but not. Please stop.
no.
This is so great.
Another.
They have to know that he's going bottom. Mikoshka will catch him. There we go. BKB.
Bye-bye.
He is out. Oh, that toss.
Yeah.
That's creep.
Seb?
I mean, you know what? This allows
rhythm is,
Seb to actually catch someone because they're going to be porting trying to catch Furion.
Yeah.
And they're going to be out of position.
Ping's going in with Silver Ace. Sentry's down at this time, but they won't go. Don't let him pass.
Oh, that's
Dad's
you.
low.
Hello.
Doesn't want to go for it. He's scared.
He just says
He's
hi.
so scared.
He just says hi.
He comes back.
Oh, and they jumped in with a crush. They've got themselves on top of the OG. Ping Check's in trouble, and Ping Check's dead.
He still has buyback.
And now Excalibur and Shash, though, they've got to be careful. There's no OD.
No, Seb's going to catch up. He's a very fast fish.
Water.
Oh.
That's like us. Oh,
Oh, they got the tiny.
Jerry.
Get Jerry. He still has buyback too. Does everybody have buyback? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, buyback.
I'll stop saying it then, apart from
Everyone's
Floudar.
Yeah.
Seb still has 2.5 minutes to go.
They're ready to try and force these buybacks.
I mean, they're just gonna die again. Like hitting your head against a brick wall.
This time they might force out those buybacks. And then once they do, they gotta back off.
They're just gonna force them. Here we go.
Oh, hello.
Ice pop, silence, life stealer, dying, metamorphosis.
E-bladed.
He's been nullified. RTW will be able to slide out of there. BKB's actually going to come out because No-Tail, he's just jumped straight in the base. He's gone in. And now he's gone out. He's deeping out. Seb's going to jump forward, but he's been doomed. He's got the BKB out in time. No buybacks have come out from 3 of them. They're trying to chase down Seb. Shashro, positive refresher. He's going to find Seb. They're going for more. RTW goes for the ring. TP up with the Doom. Shashro will get it. The second Doom holds back the Life Stealer as Seb's dead for 2 minutes and the Life Stealer's gone as well.
The rest can...
That's a refresher for Doom as well.
Yeah. That was perfect. Getting the Life Stealer out of the game.
Now you have to force him to buyback, I think. At least force a buyback from Nyx. You bought back your Terrorblade, you bought back the
OD and the Tiny,
yeah. Like, go force some stuff.
Well, I think Jarex is gonna... Well, I think Jerry knew that the monkey was gonna stay here, but I think Jarex was gonna stay there to just push out the waves, and he is.
I mean, No-Tail is destroying them.
Yeah.
He's literally destroying them. Has 9k gold, he's 6 slotted position 5, has that port. Yeah, just look at these tips. Like, this feel bad, actually. Honestly, I feel bad for this real deal team. Like, this is just disgusting to deal with. I can feel their pain.
He's loving it now.
He doesn't even have boots. He doesn't care, man.
He just teleports. He doesn't need to walk.
He can just port wherever he needs to.
This is the future.
God. How much gold?
Excalibur still hasn't bought a moonshot for himself.
8k.
What's up with that?
I don't know. Is it covered by the year team?
No, because we see the OD one.
Has maximum attack speed, that's it.
I was going to say, does he have max attack speed?
Don't think so.
No.
No, I don't know. Is there even a max attack speed anymore? Did they remove that? Or
They removed it.
They removed the max attack speed, I think. Did they remove it or they just made it really high?
They removed the
max movement speed. Yeah, they removed max movement speed.
Oh, okay. Jared, he's got himself another item. Load's sort of ready to go.
Just give this tiny moon shard, actually. Turn him into a right clicker too. I mean, they need utility on him. They need that ability to jump the tops and sniper. They can't really afford to right click to everyone. I swear this game is delayed this much because of the item choices that they've made on the side of OG. The Octarine and everything on the Nyx. In some crucial fights, he's tanky, but if they jump the sniper, they just couldn't help.
Prophet is sitting on 6k gold. What's his next item? He has a Nullifier, he has a Bloodthorn Hex.
I don't know. Refresher, Aghanim himself.
Oh, he can still upgrade to Hurricane Pike if he wants.
Yeah, he's got things he can go to.
I'm thinking, when, if ever, does he want to go for an Axe?
I mean,
I guess go for an Axe?
I guess you can use it once or twice, remove it, then...
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
I don't know.
Oh, they come the real deal. Ready again to go on the old No-Tail hunt.
And I think that this is something that OG might not expect because those buybacks are on cooldown.
Did Jakiro actually not take 150 gold talent? Yeah, it's just another age is taken.
Yeah.
Just another one in the line.
Who got the refresher shard this time? Maybe no one. Maybe they just denied it.
No.
There's cheese inside. Okay, Jax got it.
Double hex. Yeah, that's pretty tasty. Oh.
They caught him.
In a place he'd never suspect as well. On his own doorstep, he dies.
Question is if OG actually want to push now. They were gearing up towards the top lane, but
now you have No-Tail.
Might chill out for a bit. He's got his moonshard
here
now.
we go.
Yay.
He bought himself a moonshard, still has 8k gold. Good stuff.
And Sniper has the moonshard.
Everyone gets a moonshard.
Eventually, yeah. Definitely. Even Jakiro.
Sure. I mean, Jakiro has suspiciously low gold, little amount of gold and also no items. I think he did not take the 150 gold talent.
Did he not?
My memory serves me right, it's on the right side. His talents are on the left side, which makes me conclude that he did not. Grave mistake for a 67-minute game.
Yeah, it could have been another hex.
Yeah. I think the other is like some damage. It's like irrelevant. It is the Jakiro talent pool. Can we see the talents on Jakiro? Yes, we can.
That's a note from me, dog.
No. You gotta
Rapas
speak
is playing
loud
some
and clear.
metal right now. He's like playing wow. It's a piloting. Oh, they caught him.
Oh! And he's dead. The triple toss charge is coming into play.
Up you go.
No buyback on that monkey.
No buybacks whatsoever. Mr. Monkey King.
He's going for Necros on the side of Nature's Prophet, actually.
He's going to step up the ramp.
The opposite.
Oh, wait. Hello. Look at that foul.
So he did get the 150.
The foul to do. Oh, so the OD. That's being rejected out for 2 minutes without buyback.
What are they even doing this far out?
Oh, buyback. Jerry got the tosses. He's going to slide his way back to safety. The rest of the real deal want to just get out of there. This has all. Minus 1.5 cost time, nearly allowing him to hold him back. No touch hunting. Set before my first guy. They're on a dragon hunt, and it's a successful one as well.
You can't escape from this Furion, man. He has permaport.
The buybacks are out, but say no pinging check for a minute and a half. Metamorphosis popped. He does have a DD rune as well, in fact, Excalibur for a little bit more time. OG will respect that. Out they go, but Chashto, he's actually looking to chase.
He got the Doom out.
He's going to look for the second Doom if he can get himself in. He's going to slam it down straight away onto Seb. Avalanche there for Jerry, and Seb's got the ice pop. They've caught Thompson. The snipers surrounded. They're on top of him, and Thompson is gone.
Aegis. He's going to respawn.
Seb will buy back, and he's on his way over. He's trying to get her in time, but there is no saving the snipers. Thompson is out. Yeah, it's got a buyback available. We'll see if he wants to use it. RTW's already charging in. The bottom lane, the creeps are ready to push into the racks. Level 3 Necro has been invested in by NoTail.
It's hard to push, but maybe you can invest, then port somewhere, push, then port out. I don't know.
Oh, they got the dragon. That's a dieback.
That's a dieback.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Jerry actually as well.
Oh no, he was trying to push out the middle lane. He's going to slide away. He's got the Lotus Orb. He's going to be silenced Hex. As this pig's in trouble. There's no escape.
Jerry, no!
Jerry! And that's two dead without buyback now.
Yeah.
But they are still without Thompson. He doesn't want to buy back himself. He's going to hold on to it. 50 seconds, of course. So.
OD is up. Does OD, when does he get his buyback? In 30 seconds, OD has a buyback.
Okay, so he's nearly got his second life ready.
So by the time Sniper is alive, OD is going to have 2 lives again.
And Terrorblade is still very scary.
But he's got 13k gold. He's not going to get any scarier.
That's
maximum.
You can't get any more, definitely. What do you even do? What's the play? Well, there's no Doom. I think they used double Doom there.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
they did.
They used the Refresher and the Doom, so next fight should be easier for OG.
Oh, it's gonna be off cooldown again. At least one of them is.
I mean, like 14 minutes ago, you asked me who has the edge late game, and I couldn't decide. I'm like, these guys are strong, but these guys. I cursed the game.
I mean, it's 71 minutes in, and there's less than a 1k difference between
That
the
is
teams.
crazy, actually.
And to have the game this close in the numbers.
Man, these games today have been so amazing.
They do.
Like, this feels like a full major. This qualifier feels like a major.
Oh, and then they go straight away. They found themselves the OD. Ping checks down for 100, but as you say, his buyback should be back up pretty soon. They surround the Terrorbane's down, but he'll buy back. So will Jerry.
He doesn't have the gold.
They're looking to go back into the build. Does he not have the gold on the OD?
No, he misses 300 gold.
Oh, no. Maybe Excalibur can hold with the rest of the boys. They get the Doom down onto the Lifestealer. NoTail's keeping himself away. The Skadi slowing down the Lifestealer as Excalibur continues to chase. As jumping from Seb, he's on top of Shasho. Shasho is dead. That's a dieback on the Doom. Excalibur, can he finish off NoTail? NoTail's still alive as the E-Blade from Thompson keeps him safe.
Nikes is back.
And that's the dead Tiny. Jerry's gone. There's only up to Excalibur to hold, but he's been muted, surrounded. They killed the Terrorblade.
72 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh, dear.
And I'll tell you what that was, you know, OG, they said, we're going to let you pick the Terrorblade, we're going to let you pick the OD, and we're going to counter it. But then it wasn't just that, we're going to let you pick the Terrorblade, we're going to let you get 9 slotted on the Terrorblade, and then we're going to beat you.